Hello. Okay, hello. Welcome to SGU Lighthouse. Okay, so mm, hi. Is that and hi. Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to SGU Lighthouse Show. Tonight, we are going to share about emotional blackmail. So, mm, anyone know about emotional blackmail? Anyone heard before? Mm. So today the title will be kind to yourself. So it's actually the series. Be kind to yourself. So one of the things is you have to leave a very toxic relationship. So one of the things that makes make toxic relationship is actually the emotional blackmail behavior. Okay. So actually what is emotional blackmail? Yes, emotional blackmail can be in relationship. Yeah, so what is emotional blackmail? So have you ever been in a relationship either at school or at home where you feels that you don't want to do it but you force yourself to do it. Have you ever been like pressured by someone and you feel that you're really scared to reject to refuse. Yeah, so this is actually what Susan Forward proposed, that the emotional blackmail. So which refer to the repeated compulsion to do things that we don't want to do in order to maintain a relationship with important people, to avoid being devalued, and also to reduce the anxiety in the relationship. So you can see right from this statement, it's actually a dysfunctional forms of manipulation that use people use to place demands and threaten victims to get what they want. So you can see what we highlight here is the manipulation, that they try to manipulate the people and they try to use the threatening to get what's actually they want from the relationship. So this is what we call emotional blackmail. Okay, so have you been in like this situation? Yeah, do you heard someone uh heard this statement before? They're trying to reject a job or a task. Then the person said, "Hey, I gave you this job because I really look up to you. It doesn't matter if you don't want to do it, but there are still a lot of people waiting to do it. Okay, so it's not only you." So So he's like trying to lower your self-worth, right? So and also like this one, I sacrificed so much for you, how can you do this for me? This one usually will hurt by our parents, right? I sacrifice a lot for you, then you should repay ma. You are my kids, so you should repay. So you should follow my instruction, okay? Huh? Yeah, right. Like this. And also like you don't even have me in your mind. Huh. So what is the underlying message? This actually want you to feel guilty. Hey, I do so much thing for you, but you even don't put me in your mind. You doesn't care about you don't care about me at all. Yeah. So makes you feel guilty. So and also like why are you so this is also usually you get from the parents, right? Why are you so ungrateful? What I do is for your own good, okay? I do all of this. I want you to follow. It's not really for my myself. It's all I'm doing it for you, okay? So you just be compliant lah. And the message trying to tell, right? And also like, do you have the situation before like happen? When you sense that someone is in mad, then you try to be nice to him or her. Then the person give you like this response. Okay, then you enjoy your time lah. Yeah, I'm fine lah. I'm never mind. You just enjoy your time with your friends. You no need to care about me. Yeah, it's okay. I'm okay. But you know, right? He or she is not okay. Yeah, but he's trying using this kind of ways to telling you makes you feel guilty. Okay, and also sometimes you hear that I thought you loved me. So what's the underlying message? The especially when you ask when someone asks you to do something and then you reject him or her, then he'll say, I thought we are friends. You should help me, right? If you don't, so what's the message behind? If you don't do, if you don't do it for me, means that you don't love me. You don't treat me like a friend. So it's your fault, right? Okay. And also like someone is trying to tell you, even like you're trying to refuse a task, a job, but the people keep telling you that you can't do it, right? You are good enough. You really I believe that you are able to do it in very do it very well. So what's actually the people have? So if you're doing good, then means that I have a good eye. I found that yeah you can do it and I get your ability. So if you are not, so you are failing and you're disappointing me. So you know I give you a chance, but you didn't get it. Okay, so yeah, you feel uh you feel bad. And also like somehow the people will try to manipulate others emotions by using this statement. Yes, I know I don't worth it. uh I don't think that I worth it. So yeah, it's okay, you do this for me. So yeah, so it's like your fault. So do you feel that this conversation is a bit familiar? Do you have it in your life? Or trying to think, try to review your life. Do you always like sacrifice yourself in love so much that you don't even see yourself in that relationship? Why do you keep being blackmailed and unable to escape when you know that it's very hard, very difficult to be in that relationship? Okay. So when we finding why we are always be in that kind of toxic relationship, and we try to find answer by books, by getting a life coach, by trying to get resource by online. We try to find, then the information tell you that you should set a boundary, you should draw a line in that relationship. But it seems like very easy, right? Draw a line. But when you try to apply it, you feel that it's very, very difficult, especially in our, we can say, the Asian culture. Yeah, especially when the people is those who are very important to you, and even they're using one word, one simple sentence already can influence your whole day emotions. So we try to find, okay, yeah, you ask, why is it my brain broken? I already know that this is a very toxic relationship. I already know that this is he or she is trying blackmailing me. But why I can't reject it? Yeah, it sometimes we just feel that like the emotional blackmail seems is a very like original things, innate skills in ourselves. The good things is, yeah, of course, yeah, it can bring us closer relationship. But we can also see that the bad things is we lose ourselves, we lose our boundary with the family, the friends, and also the lover. So we need to think, why you can't say no to people, why you can't reject people, because that we value the relationship. Sometimes we value the relationship is more than we value ourselves, because we follows on the needs and also the emotions of the other people at expenses of our own. We're using our emotions, we're using our needs to pay for theirs needs and emotions. So when you're using the skills of not rejecting, so to reduce the damage, yeah, it's just something like the online game metaphor. So you can activate the rationalization buff, right? You try to telling yourself that, yeah, because I'm their son, because I'm their daughter, so I should I should I supposed to listen to parents. Yeah, this is what actually we learn from our uh school, the education, the society told us. We need to we need to comply, okay? And also sometimes when you join a new group, and yeah, it's only the right for you are the newcomer, okay? Newcomer, yeah, you should do more things, right? So so you try to rationalize. You try to say, oh, everything is normal. Actually, this is not blackmailing. This is not really about blackmail. This is what's actually supposed to happen on my situation. Okay? And also, when we see what actually that we can see from the perspective of like our cultural psychology, just like, eh, because yeah, Asian. So it's just like when you are logged into the game, yeah, you just join the game, and then you choose, I am the Asian. So it's actually create your character, that our ethnicity is endowed with the gift of caring about others, especially for those who close to you, your family, your friends. And also another skill that comes with our culture is the ability to say in a very opposite side. So in the books of the emotional blackmail also, it's mentioned about this. So like a parent is saying that, yeah, it's so hard to raise a kids, to feed them, to clothe them, to send them to school, and he doesn't have to worry about the life. So and now he's doing this to repay us lah. Yeah. So you can see it's a very opposite statement from what the people want to bring out. But he tried to use this way to show that the emotions and also the person needs. Like maybe another example is just like, yeah, you are the best one. You are the best one. So you only look for yourself. Okay, you're not selfish. I'm the one who be selfish. Yeah. So you sometimes we heard something like this. So yeah, from the statement itself, yeah, you are just like agree about, yeah, yourself is selfish, right? But you know that actually she's saying that you are selfish, right? Using the opposite way. And also like somehow like the parents, or some of the parents, uh they'll say that, I'm telling you, I really don't care about your grades, okay? I don't care about your academic results. But your attitudes, I care about your attitudes, okay? But does it really means that a mother or a father that really don't care about your grades? Yeah, maybe I don't think so lah. Okay, so to put it frankly, the emotional blackmail is only like about two insecure people. They are warming each other in a very inappropriate way. So at the same time, they're like trying to make close to each other, but at the same time, actually, they're hurting each other. So we can see that from just like this picture, like they're going to they're trying to get closer, but you know, right? When they get closer, they will get hurt. So the emotional blackmail is also like a dance for two, a dance that cannot be danced without a partner. So you know that emotional blackmail can only happen with the blackmailer and also the one who being blackmailed. So without any one of the character, so these things would not be happen. Yeah, so you can see that this is the emotional blackmail is in a relationship is therefore the result of combination of the weaknesses of the both of the blackmailer and the blackmail. So in psychology, we also call this phenomenon as like symbiosis. So if without one, then another will also disappear. So if in the relationship, it's not really that we need to uh we have to bring all the fault to the blackmailer. Sometimes the one who being blackmailer has also the responsibility in that scenario. Okay, so we can see that how's actually the blackmail tactics works. So it's actually they're using these three things. FOG, fog. They're using these three uh we can say the characteristic, the emotions. So they were using this to get what's actually that one. They're trying to create they're trying to create the feelings for the victim to feel fear, obligate, and also to guilty. So they'll just follow what's actually the blackmailer one. So this situation will make the relationship actually goes dysfunction, even that it seems like function, but actually dysfunction. So we can see that actually how's the blackmail process going. So from this chart, we can see that actually emotional blackmails is involved six very important characteristics. Even that we can see five, but actually we have six. So the first one is the blackmail. The blackmailer will make a demand. They start demanding from the blackmail. So the first thing the blackmail person will try to resist, saying no. But the blackmailer to makes the blackmail person feel pressure by his own way. If the blackmailer doesn't accept or refuse, the blackmailer continues to threaten. They'll start threaten the blackmailers by using either with money. Yeah, if you don't follow me, then I will not giving you any money for your future life, like the parents to the child. And also like trying to break down of the relationship, using the relationship to threaten the person, like saying that, oh, if you don't follow me, then never mind lah, I go to another person, then the friendship is no longer there lah. Yeah, and something like that. Okay, so you try to get the blackmailer trying to get the blackmail comply to his or her demand. So the blackmail person, after the blackmail person complies, so that seems that the anxiety is resolved. Yeah, it seems like everything settled. Yeah, will follow you. So the relationship seems like maintained. But you know that, in fact, the blackmail person, they won't feel enough. They won't feel enough. They're just getting a signal that, wow, this time I already success. You already get a good taste for it. So I can do it next time. So the six important characteristic in this cycle is repetition. So you can see from demand, resistance, and then pressure, you get trying to threaten, and compliance. Finish one round, then another cycle start again. So you can see actually there's there are two very important features to stop this loop, this cycle. So first, if you are the one who being blackmailed, the blackmailer will able to get you to do it. So firstly, if you are the one who being blackmailed, so you have to remember, actually one coin doesn't make two Tinkerbells. Just like what we shared just now. There's they have to involve two person in this dance. If short of one person, then this thing would not be happen. So the loops can only form that when you agree to being blackmailed. So in other words, that if you refuse, this thing won't be happen. So the blackmailer won't be able to put up a good show. So like when you, and the second one is like when you're starting to resist, you're starting to say no, and he'll starting like he'll find that, why this always doesn't working, why this thing not really work on you. So he'll try another way. He'll try think about other things to threaten you, to give you pressure, to make you compliant to his demand. So if you don't persist, if you don't persist rejecting him, so you'll soon be pulled back into the cycle. And you know where is your pain point. What actually can trigger you? What actually he can use it to threaten you, to pressure you. So the things that very important in this cycle to break this cycle, the first is insist, refuse. So you have to refuse, insist, to persist. Don't be give up in the halfway. So if you give up in the halfway, then you'll be back to the cycle again. Okay. So you can see that what's actually who's actually will be the blackmailer. Who will be the blackmailer? Yeah. So you can see, right? Actually, for the blackmailer, there is usually they'll use three ways to achieve their goal, to blackmail the person. So the first one is demeaning your sense of self-worth. They're trying to say that, wow, I thought you're a smart person ma, then I only give you this job. Then okay lah. So you tell me that, so reject me means that you are not able to do that lah. So means that you are not the smart person lah. Okay. So how's actually the blackmail will feel? They feel, wow, yeah, they feel bad about themselves. Why I'm not? Is it really I'm not that capable? Is it I'm really bad? I'm not good enough? They're starting asking these questions, and also at the same time, or sometimes the blackmailer try to increase your guilty. Yeah, try to, just like we shared just now. You say that I know you never really care about me at all. Yeah, you don't care about me. So you just do whatever you want. You don't even like care about my thoughts. You don't care that am I cold. Yeah. So it trying to make you feel guilt. So when the blackmail feeling guilt, yeah, just feels like, oh, maybe I just having something, I just doing something wrong. Is it really I did something that makes the person feel uncomfort. So he's trying to do things to uh they're trying to do something to request for the forgiveness. Yeah. So it will makes actually the effect will increase the level of the opponent's sense of responsibility. So and also they're trying to challenge your sense of security. So that, yeah, it's okay. I can go to another friends. Yeah, if you don't if you don't like me, then it's okay lah. We just don't want to continue our relationship. Yeah. So you so the blackmail, they're always like they'll be being feeling like abandoned or unloved. So nobody loved me. Yeah. So to the like fear of the relationship breakdown. So they're trying any ways that he can do to cover to save the relationship. So if the blackmail he gain for like he get the guilty, uh, low self-esteem. At the same time, it challenge the sense of security. So yeah, you add 2 times of damage. Yeah. So so and we can also see. So who will be the blackmail? We said just now we talked about the blackmailer, right? Then who will be the blackmail? So basically, we can see that here is the 6 types of person that can become the person who would be blackmailed. So the first one is there's always wanting to be the good guy. So if you are always wanting to be the good person, you want to show that you are good. You want to show that you are the best one. You are capable. So people are easily using the sense of self worth to attack you. And also for the habitual self doubt, it's always like blaming self, and sometimes always just overly concerned about others feelings, waiting the recognitions, over dutiful, over obedient to the authorities. So you can see all actually from the surface, right, we can see like we have 6 types of characteristic that the person will become. We say that the person is with high possibility it will become the person who been blackmailed. But actually, when we see these 6 characteristics, it's actually is only linked to one point. It's actually the person who are not confident in themselves. When you don't love yourself enough, when you don't value your feelings enough, when you're always afraid of losing a relationship or losing people trust, you're afraid that people are hating you, it's easily to be blackmailed out of your life. But the funny thing is like you seems like be trying so hard to maintain the relationship, to get the relationship, hopes to get other person to value you, to love you, not realizing that the result is actually come out with the blackmail for so long, right? It's not really about love. It's just about the fear, the hurt, the anxiety. So you're actually, yeah, for the person who being blackmailed is just like asking for love. He complies for so many things. You just follow the instruction. You just follow what's the order of the blackmailer. It's only because he want to get love, want to get value. He want others to recognize, yeah, you're good enough. You're a good enough person. But he doesn't realize that actually, yeah, no matter what, how hard that you try, how difficult that you live with the situation, actually you can't really get the love that you want. You just always live in the fear that you're afraid that one day this relationship will gone. So yeah, yeah, and you're just getting hurt by the blackmailer. So we can see that actually the blackmailer and even the blackmail and also the blackmailer, actually they have the similarity that they're same. They have lack of the security, sense of security, and they have a very low self-worth. That they're afraid that they'll lose the relationship. They're afraid that the people will leave them. But um, but when you see, right, what's actually the blackmailer and the blackmail different is actually the blackmailer is the more powerful people in that relationship. So they have a powerful skills compared to the blackmailed person. They will try to they'll try to project their feelings, their fear, their anxious in that relationship. They will project the things to the blackmail. So the blackmailer taking on the emotions. So they feel that yeah, it's my fault. But yes, because of that, they really that feel they are not deserve to be loved. So they're afraid that they will lose the relationship one day. So how's actually that they try to get inside this relationship? So they try to be bind to the two people. That they try to threaten each other. They try to pull each other. So you can see that actually this the black emotional blackmail is will be happen in with two insecure people. There's who don't know how to value their own feelings and accidentally take each other feelings as their own responsibility or their own feelings as others' responsibility to form a form like pathological codependence. So they're actually like depending each other and they're actually that each of them is fears to lose this love and yet they hurt each others and actually the characteristic can be changed sometimes. So sometimes maybe A will become the blackmailer to B, and sometimes B will play it back to A. So it can be not really like the blackmailer will be always be the blackmailer or the blackmailer will always be the blackmail. So the victims and the blackmailer sometimes can change their character. All right. So yeah, how's actually what can we do to stop the emotional blackmail in the relationship? So we have the codes say SOS. This is also proposed by Susan Forward. So the first step is stop. You try to stop. We try to stop the scenario. When we aware that the emotional blackmail happened, so we try to stop that situation. And then second, we try to observe. And the third one only we try to get the strategy on it. So what's actually that we can do for the first step? So when you sense that there's someone trying to blackmailing you, or you sense that you are trying to blackmailing people, so you have to stop yourself. Maybe you can try to like create a stop button on your any like body part, yeah, maybe in your fingertip, and you say yeah stop, then you press the stop button, yeah, press it, stop it, and then see what's actually is happening now. So like the previous examples that we say that yeah when someone is trying to uh come to you and say that yeah maybe we can't continue the friendship because of you didn't do that thing for me, and I I think that maybe you are not treating me as a friend. So you can ask yourself, is it really he or she treating you as a friend? So stop and think. is it really happen? So what is it really possible for me to do that things to do that things for her or him? What is her or his response if I fail to do that thing? Even that helps, but I found that I can't really like complete the job. What will happen later? Yeah, you can try to stop the things, and also and try to think about what actually he needs or she needs in this situation. So if this is a family member or a boss that's always like come to you, and you can also like give you some times to respond. So you can using this stop by this stop button, you can try to give yourself more time and not really like give the response in too quickly, and see what's actually what kind of script that is trying to manipulating in the interaction. So when the other person is they keep coming to you and pokes you that, hey, hey, come and help me for these things. And you sense that he's trying to like manipulating you. So you can just like reply, okay, I'll think about it, but later, yeah. Or you can say that, yeah, I need some time to think about it. So you not really need to give the response immediately. Okay? And then after you stop yourself, you can start observe what's actually his reaction when you say when you say stop. Yeah, you say you need to think about it. What's actually his reaction, and what's actually your own reaction? What's actually your own thoughts? What is actually the emotions, and how actually it trigger you? And also like you can start like guessing also. What's actually he want from me? What's actually he want to get from me by this statement? What actually can helps him feel better by saying this to me? So when you can look your own feelings in, like we say the more calm feelings, that you can calm yourself down, you can calm your own anxiety and guilty. So sometimes you even walk away from, even you can try to walk away from the situation. So you can gradually like establish an emotional boundary within two people. Even that we said that just now, maybe you feel that it's very difficult for you to set a boundary, right? So but try to stop you try to stop at that scenario, and you try to observe, you try to calm yourself down. Actually you yourself, you know where is actually the boundary. You can see what's actually that you want from that relationship. What's actually the reaction given, what's actually he wants from this relationship. Is it the security? Is it the love? Is it the or other things that he wants? And what kind of thoughts? Is it he afraid that you are going to leave her or him? Or what's actually the emotions? What how actually you feel? And also how actually the blackmailer feels? Is it both of you are in the anxious emotions? And how actually that this actually triggered you? Why it will like trigger your guilty? Why actually it will trigger your self sense of self-worth? How actually it can trigger your insecurity? So you can try to see, hey, what actually happened to me, and what actually happened to that person? How actually he get triggered from our relationship? So you're clear about, okay, what's actually I hopes to get from our relationship, and what's actually the blackmailer hopes to get from our relationship. So after that, you can try to build up the strategy. So what so after you stop and calm down, when you are being more relaxed, so you can go back to the scene and respond in an appropriate way, like using a using like telling in a more like proper way, in about your emotions, about your thoughts, about your needs, and even that you can show him about, yeah, I can see that maybe you you are also having the like mm, like your partner, yeah, your loved one is trying to do something to you and forcing you, threaten you to maybe buy something for him or her. So you can see that maybe it's the insecurity inside. So you can try to tell her, hey, I see that maybe your this behavior, I sense that maybe you have insecurity with me. So actually what's actually you think you need me to do, or what's actually that you hopes to get from our relationship. So can we have a better way in settle these issues, and we are not only like doing like argument all the time, and we are not using a very uh we say a bad way to treat each other until we become in a very toxic relationship. Yeah, you can you can use a different way in making that conversation, or even that you think that yeah is enough for you to be in that uh, emotional blackmail relationship. You are enough to be in that toxic relationship. So is it the time for you to leave this relationship? Yeah, or do you have other ways, the alternative options for you to continue this relationship? Or and we can see and you have to remember, right, in our previous slides we can see that actually emotional emotional blackmail is a cycle or loop. It only happen when we have the blackmailer and the blackmail. So if one person is really can calm down and looks what actually happened to the situation, and the person able to have a better way in manage this relationship, actually we can avoid the emotional blackmail things happen in that relationship. So if every time you're trying to stop the emotional blackmail in this relationship, so the blackmailer actually will get frustrated. That's why I trying so hard, but it nothing change in this relationship. So and you keep going for rejecting this kind of behavior happen in your relationship. Yeah, he will change the way to in dealing with you. He will try to follow your steps. Okay. All right. So these actually the things that we can do if you sense that you are going into a toxic relationship that happen emotional blackmail inside your relationship. Okay, so that's all for today's sharing, yeah, about emotional blackmail. So I hope that you gain some insight, or you can try to apply in your uh, daily life about uh, the information that you get tonight. Okay, so and also yeah, we are the training counselor from SGU. So if you think that yeah, I still have something not really understand about how am I going to uh, use the SOS strategy in my daily life, and I feel that is some difficulties that I met during I trying to apply in the daily life. Yeah, you can come to us. We are the counselors in SGU, and you can make appointment with us and talk about your issues with us, so we can try to go go with the process with you together. Okay, so thank you so much for attending the show. So later I'll put the link for Scoran in the comment box. Yeah, just wait me for a while. Okay. Mm, okay. So, yeah, wait me for a while. I get the link. Okay, thank you so much for attending, and thank you so much that all of you stay until so late with me. Okay, so later I'll leave the link in the comment. So I will end the session first. Thank you so much for attending. You should have a nice weekend.